Hey everyone, Jen back, and I am showing you a photo of the bridge, me crossing the bridge on the Wild Africa Trek at Animal Kingdom. And I have already scrapped this photo, but I had more, or a very similar photo, but I have more to talk about. So I decided just to do another page and continue my journaling on that page. So this is another layout using the March hip kit. Yes, I haven't finished the videos for the March hip kit yet. So this is March hip kit, and again, with this kit, I added in a Studio Calico add-on that I had gotten for free that had a lot of the same paper line as the hip kit. So I'm using this chevron, pink chevron, as a background piece, and I loved that piece of paper. I think it was from the add-on. So I have used this acetate piece and as well as this floral piece of paper, both from, I think the floral piece was from the hip kit, but the acetate was from the add-on. And I'm just layering them up here. They're both the last pieces of paper I have of both of them. They are just scraps from other layouts. And I also had this small piece of the We Are Memory Keepers Love Notes piece of paper there that I absolutely loved, and I used on several different layouts over the course of this kit and the last click kit I got. So the add-on had come with this pack of on-trend acetate overlays, and I tried to use them. I never ended up using them, but I tried. So I'm just marking here where I had that laid out so that I can go ahead and glue it down in the right spot. So I think I've talked about in the past that I'm a huge Disney nut, and I go to Disney multiple times a year. I have an annual pass. And last March, I went, March of 2014, I went with one of my friends who had only been to Disney once when she was a little kid, and now she's 35. So really, she had never really been. So I let her kind of decide what she wanted to do, because I've kind of done it all, seen it all. Kind of thing. And so she said one of the biggest things she wanted to do was the Wild Africa Trek. So I had always wanted to do it, but it's very pricey, and I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to do it by myself. So we signed up for it, and it was fantastic. I'm a bit of a thrill seeker myself. I like to rock climb. I like to hike. I do ropes courses all the time. I just like the outdoors, and I like outdoor adventure, high adventure. I've been on backpacking trips in New Mexico, and for like months at like 4 or 5 weeks at a time. So it was really like, that's just kind of my thing. I love being outside. So this was for my friend Rebecca, this was an introduction to high ropes without any fear of accidents, because you were totally roped in and you were on this pulley system, and there was a net under you. It was completely like, it gave you the taste of high adventure without being too thrill seeking. And it was really neat. So the picture that I had is actually crossing the bridge where you cross over. I think that was the bridge that you crossed over the hippo tank, not tank, but the hippo exhibit. And then you also crossed over not the hippos. It was all crocodiles. It was the crocodile exhibit. So you're walking over this bridge that is meant to look really old and unstable. Like there's slats missing, but there's not. Like, it's not very difficult to cross, but it was definitely really fun. So I just wanted to talk a little bit more about it, and how my friend Rebecca, really enjoyed it. And she was like really nervous to cross the bridge, and I'm like, dude, you're not going to fall. But anyway, while I've been chit-chatting here, I went through all of my embellishments. I pulled off all of those little diamond square-shaped chipboard elements from that 12 by 12 chipboard sheet that was from the Crate Paper Craft Market, and I put them all under the photo here. And I also used a piece of washi tape that has like ticked off groups of 5, and for some reason it just kind of felt outdoorsy and campy to me. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm probably watching TV, probably watching an episode of one of my Netflix shows. So I'm pulling out my title here using these. These were, I think, the actual thickers that went with the Craft Market collection. They are like cream with a gold stripe down the middle. And I'm pulling out the title that's going to state Crossing the Bridge. And I'm just going to pull them all out here and then start gluing them down. And then what am I going to do now? I know I have those little puffy stickers off to the side there, and like I said before, I had a love-hate relationship with them, and I have a whole nother pack to play with, and I'm kind of dreading opening them because they don't stick. I really liked the fact that I did the title on the acetate for the one and only reason, other than it looks decent, but I didn't have to add extra adhesive to the thickers. They stuck beautifully to the acetate. So that was kind of funny. I laughed when I did that. And I think I might have gone in and tried to like add extra, but they didn't pull up well. So it was great. I pulled out this flare that said Smile that's in this coral pink, and also this exclusive hip kit die cut that came with the kit that I just tucked under one of the stickers. And I pulled out also a couple of these freckled fawn cork hearts that came in the kit, and I loved those. I think I had a couple left at the end of the kit, but by the end of the next click kit, they're all gone. I don't have any left. I was hoping to keep a couple, but nope, didn't happen. I am just popping up my flare on a really high pop dot there, so it makes it very dimensional. And then I'm just going to glue some of these hearts down to add a little bit of interest in. I realized that where that heart is right there, it's kind of cutting into my arm, and I think I do end up moving it. Let's see. Yeah, because I realize it, and I'm like, I can't put it over the photo, so I put it towards the top of the title there. And this is where my fine line bottle is working well. I still am debating getting a larger needle for it, though. I think because some of the glue actually does dry in the nozzle, it makes it a thinner line, and it makes it harder to squeeze out. So I think I'm going to get like an 18 gauge needle. I know we only have a couple of them, and we only use them because I work at a pediatrician's office, so we're not using 18 gauge needles all that frequently. But I know we do have a couple when we flush ears and stuff to draw up some of it's like a IV catheter. So I think I'm going to grab the needle off of it and use that. We'll see how that works. I'm going to snip off the actual needle part and make it blunt. I don't know if it'll work or not. Anyway, I am finishing gluing down a couple of these little embellishments here, and that will finish up my layout. I do add the date here, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be back with my last hip kit March video soon. Take care. Bye.